Last year, I burned out. I felt exhausted, rarely found the motivation to work, and sometimes stayed in bed almost all day. However, I wasn't overworked. My calendar was a neat 40 hours, I took regular breaks, and was in great physical shape. And the moment I logged in at work, a fog rolled over me. Then I discovered a type of burnout that isn't caused by working too much. It's silent, it's sneaky, and no vacation can fix it. In this video, I'll show you what it is, why it's so dangerous, and how to stop it before it quietly drains you. Think about the word burnout. Most people picture the very same scene. 70-hour weeks, endless leg pings, and overall hustle culture. No breaks, no boundaries, just caffeine and deadlines. And yes, crushing workload is one way to burn out, but it's only one corner of the triangle. In his book Feel Good Productivity, Ali Abdaal maps burnout to 3 causes. In the first corner, we have too much effort. This is your classical overwork. Then in corner 2, we have not enough recovery, when you never truly switch off. But then there's also corner 3, which is misalignment, spending your days on the wrong kind of work. Now, most advice tackles the first 2. Things like work less, sleep more, take a vacation, and so on. And yet, the third corner, misalignment, is the silent one. It drains you from the inside, even when the hours look perfectly from the outside. Ignore it, and no amount of rest will bring the spark back. Now that we know about the third corner, let's start talking about what alignment really is. Picture this for a second. You open your laptop, and the first task pulls you in immediately. It excites you, matches your values, plays your strength, and you clearly see why it matters. Hours pass, but you still feel charged. That's alignment. Now flip it. You open the laptop, but today's task feels off. Maybe it clashes with your belief, uses none of your existing skills, or aims at a goal that you couldn't care less about. You're not just tired, you're drained. And that's what misalignment is all about. And here is why it hurts. When your actions fight your belief, psychologists call that cognitive dissonance. It's a silent mental tug of war, and the rope is your energy. Lay on top the emotional labor of faking enthusiasm all day, smiling at a client, cheering in a meeting, or pretending to care. That performance quickly becomes a burden that slowly drains you day by day. I know that because I lived it. I took breaks, I exercised, I slept 8 hours, and still woke up feeling like my battery never charged. The problem wasn't outside me, it was wedged between me and my work, and until I fixed that gap, no weekend, no vacation, no mindfulness app could save me. And that's the danger. Misalignment burnout hides inside normal working hours, quietly draining you while everything on paper looks fine. Now, don't get me wrong, an occasional mismatch between what you're doing and what you care about is perfectly normal, even healthy, because it nudges you to realign and grow. But if it's a constant feeling that literally paralyzes you, that might as well be misalignment burning creeping in. Here's the tricky part. With misalignment burnout, you can still laugh with your friends, crush a workout, binge an entire season on Netflix, and still feel okay. The exhaustion shows up almost only when work enters the chat. That's why so many people, including doctors and psychologists, often oversee these issues and try to treat the symptoms instead. To help you navigate and evaluate your own situation, here are 5 signs of misalignment burnout that I experienced long before I realized something was off. Number 1. Tasks that once felt easy now feel lifeless. Not difficult, just weirdly heavy, like typing through mud. Number 2. You catch yourself asking, why do I even care? Just to realize you don't. The bigger picture that used to fire you up is now just grayed out. Number 3. Waking up becomes increasingly difficult during the week. Not because you're short on sleep, but because the plain thought of going for another week of work glues you to the mattress. Number 4. Procrastination spikes. Scrolling, snacking, rearranging your desktop icons. Anything to delay starting your work that no longer matters to you. And number 5. Vacations hit the pause button, not the reset button. You come back sun-kissed, feeling good, relaxed. You open the laptop, and the same dull fog rolls in again. Now, if even one of those lines rings true, remember, you're not lazy, you're not broken, maybe you're just misaligned. And the good news is, alignment is fixable. While there is no single right path to realignment, here are 5 things that I have done that helped me get back on track. Step number 1. Audit your energy. Track your tasks for a week and rank them based on energy and excitement. What energized you and what drained you? Step number 2. Identify your purpose drivers. What do you actually care about? What's important to you? These are the inner values that light you up. Write 3 words down that matter most to you, and then compare your day-to-day work with your drivers and try to figure out what's missing. Step number 3. Make micro-alignments. You don't have to quit your job tomorrow. Try to start small by setting boundaries around training tasks or adjusting your schedule to batch low-energy work. Step number 4. Experiment outside of work. Start a side project, write, volunteer, build something. Anything that reconnects you with yourself. Even 10 minutes a day will remind your brain that there's something to actually wake up for. And finally, step number 5, consider a bigger realignment. If the misfit is deep and nothing's shifting, it might be time to explore a new role or new direction. I know it's scary, but your mental health and passion are worth more than any business card. Do the research, talk to mentors, build a runway and jump with intention. Remember, alignment isn't a luxury perk, it's the fuel that keeps you human. Start with the audit tonight, circle one small tweak and take back your energy one step at a time. Now, a quick note before we move on. If you'd like a guided shortcut through those 5 steps plus many more exercises and insights, I run a 4-week coaching program called Clarity to Action Blueprint. It's designed for people who feel the fog but don't want to navigate out alone. Each week, we'll unpack what matters to you, sharpen your goals, and turn them into a concrete roadmap. If that sounds like the kind of boost you need, follow the link in the description below. So that's the roadmap. Audit, identify, tweak, experiment, and only if you need to, pivot. All of it points to one single goal, bringing your work back in line with who you are. When I did it, exhaustion lifted and drive returned. I swapped training tasks for projects that let me coach, create and solve problems my way. The Monday dread vanished, procrastination crashed, and the best ideas came roaring back. I finally woke up energized and curious again, and I'm more productive than I've ever been before. If you're at the same crossroad, please give yourself permission to realign. Because the difference between surviving and truly living starts with choosing work that fits who you are. And always remember, you're not alone. There are thousands of people feeling the same way. You've got this.